Our next guest has a name you'll want to remember. Kamalei Kawa'a is a native Hawaiian singer who has earned a spot competing on season 25 of NBC's The Voice. I spoke with him recently about this life-changing experience and about what it means to represent his people. Take a look. Kamalei Kawa'a, thank you so much for joining us on the ICT Newscast.
Thank you for having me. Aloha.
You are a contestant on season 25 of NBC's The Voice. How did your journey start?
My journey started with my wife, actually. My wife signed me up for the virtual auditions, actually, without me knowing. So, I mean, it was kind of a surprise to me. But she signed me up for it. She encouraged me to do it and to try it because it was really something that I was a little too shy, a little too nervous to do. So she pushed me to do it, and here we are today, sitting here in this interview, and so many great things has happened since that moment.
You first caught the attention of the judges at your blind audition when you sang Bob Marley's Redemption song. Take us through that song decision.
With the song, especially for my blind audition that I was able to do, um, redemption song. There's a lot of messages in that song, right? That can be taken a lot of different ways. But the only message that I wanted to portray and I wanted to make sure that was clear when I was singing the song was that on behalf of all people who has ever gone through any type of struggles, specifically for Native people, and we know the struggles that we've been through. That the key to that, to moving forward from that and from all of that trauma and from anything you've been through, is the lyrics of the song. Yeah, to emancipate yourself from that mental slavery. And once we do that, we can move forward. Once we do that, we can continue to build ourselves up as Native people. In whatever part of the country that you're in, or whatever part of this world that you're in, that we have a place here, and that we're going to continue to be noticed and be here. Especially in our homelands.
I loved that you used your big moment to uplift Native people. Were you surprised by the reaction of the judges?
I would say that I was a little surprised by their reaction for sure, but it wasn't something foreign to me. Coming from Hawaii, as a Native Hawaiian myself, being surrounded by other Native Hawaiians, proud Native Hawaiians, it wasn't something foreign to me, but it definitely was something surprising to get a reaction from other people, in that way.
Speaking about folks back home, what has been the reaction of those in your community?
There's been a ton of good, positive comments, a lot of love, a lot of pride, coming from our community, especially being able to represent them. I had this conversation with my mom the other day that people from our community feel like they're a part of this journey too. They feel like this is also their journey as well, and that really is what makes this whole thing special, is being able to represent, right, all Native people, right, but also bring them on this journey of positivity, and share that positivity and love with the world.
Kamalei, as your journey on The Voice continues, is there a particular moment that you really want to share with the world?
I feel like that moment happened already during the battle rounds when we were able to sing Israel Kamakaviva Ole's version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And not a lot of people know it, but if you're from Hawaii, you know that track and that man Israel is the soundtrack of Hawaii. And it that was a highlight moment for me, to be able to sing that song on this platform, and everyone from Hawaii instantly knowing what version it was from, whose version it really was. And a lot of people from Hawaii don't know the original version. A lot of us grew up listening to Israel's version, so that was definitely a moment, and a highlight for me, throughout this experience.